want you falling asleep.
Just
Bye.
the three of us.
Oh,
Is that
hello.
cool? Do I have time, right, James? If I awesome. All right.
Start without you.
Yeah, just vamp.
Oh, we could vamp.
Yeah.
I could,
Vampy.
and so really, I should just like call my mom and see what she thinks. But maybe.
You're gonna call your mommy.
Oh my god. Billy thinks we should talk to our first broker about it and see what she says, because she'd know. Ooh, and she's been nice and helpful. And I guess the nightmare, what's the nightmare? What's the worst case scenario? She's like, oh, well, you're going to pay 2 fees. Or she says, oh, actually, we don't like you anymore. Like, what's the, I just don't know. And so my mind has been spinning for the last 2 hours because, like, I don't know a realtor. And Reddit, which is usually what I turn to, has no real answers for me. Except for other people that have, like, there's like one Reddit post about a person who ended up in a similar situation, but there's no like follow-up.
It's mostly people, saying like, oh my God, yeah, haha, like the New York housing legal system is crazy. LOL, that sucks, it sucks. And like, that's all you get.
Exactly.
Thanks. Are we on TV yet? Oh, great. Look what I got. I'm in Chicago, and we don't have like dispensaries, like real ones with like, you know, cool packaged products in New York yet. And so I got these gummies, and they're specifically like a blend that's supposed to be like funny, you know, make you fucking laugh and shit. And they are the bomb. They're so great. They're only 5 milligrams. I have a pretty like standard to lowish tolerance, so it's enough for me. But yeah, they're fire. I'm gonna get a bunch before I come home.
That's awesome. Are you there looking for places?
Not really. Kind of just here seeing if it's gay enough.
Nice.
Honestly.
Okay. My brother lived there for 5 years, something like that.
And like seeing theater and stuff, and kind of just feeling like I really do feel like the market is way less saturated, obviously, and like, you know, just it's been 2 years of like really struggling to get seen in New York. So, and I mean, like COVID hasn't, you know, it's not totally fair for me to judge New York on it, but I could use a breather for a couple of years, make a few bucks, and then come back.
I have a friend who is doing the Northwestern MFA.
I really want to do a directing MFA.
It's I think the Steppenwolf guys run that program, and
DePaul has a directing MFA that I really like. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Northwestern pays you to do it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I think they take like 3 people a year though, or 4 maybe.
Yeah, it's small. My friend likes it, so I don't, you know.
Cool, good to know. What the hell are you making noises about over there? Oh. That. You're cracking me up. I'm about to be laughing a lot. Without Dusty, who knows how far we'll get. He's the mover and shaker. Well, actually, that's not true. Anisoptera gets us going sometimes too.
The problem is that we want to do different things.
Huh?
When, like, at the end of our like pre campaign, the goblin thing.
Oh yeah, we were not on the same page.
How is that going to resolve? I don't think it was going to. But should I have prepared more puzzle taking party spells than like healing spells, James? Okay.
If you level up with a focus.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
No, I sound like I'm in a silly, goofy mood because I'm fucking talking about.
But the chat.
Oh, hilarious.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, are we on TV? We are on TV, and I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god. Well, and Adam Sindaban from Oxford Realty's out there.
He's heard all
He's
of
gonna
this.
blow
Oh
up.
my god.
His Instagram's gonna blow up tonight, and he's gonna be like,
Sue my
"Why?
face
Why do
off."
I have 15,000 new followers?"
Well, I think because they can all fucking hear and see us, let's just hi everybody. We're live now.
Oh god.
Some upkeeps of just catching up. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Bard Crawl. I'm your host, James. No, not even close. As you can see, we are missing one of our players, Dustin, who plays Roland. He will be with us in spirit, though not physically tonight. He is currently working on a show. But fear not, he will still be a part of the Fuckless Four. Is that the official name for the group? The Fuckless Four?
Yeah, way
I thought
better.
That's the one I
thought it was longer than that.
Well, there were when I watched the VOD, it was the quad who doesn't fuck and the
Quad who
Fuckless
does
Four.
not fuck.
The quad who does not fuck. Sorry, no contractions.
I think it depends on our mood.
Yeah,
situation.
fair. We can do both.
There's
Cool.
one more formal for formal occasions.
For when you meet the king.
Quad who does not fuck.
So quick recap. If this is your first time tuning in, there was a dragon and it died and it has a crap ton of treasure and everybody's looking for it. And the only clue is in a strange puzzle box that our party has intercepted. They've started to solve it, but they've made some headway, as you can see, but nothing major. It still hasn't quite budged. What else happened? Oh, they ran into a hag, a strange, powerful hag named Mother Madness, who bargained for her life with the puzzle boxes. She did seem to be literally backed up into a corner and had no way out. She believes she has Kerfaderk under some kind of spell, and the party is interested in what their next step is. You guys had just taken a long rest at the tavern, specifically the fucking, what's it called?
Yeah.
The one
Yeah,
I made
that's
it. I should know what it's called. The Blind Yeti.
Yeti?
Yeah, the Blind Yeti. So you guys wake up and there is a note sort of on the bedside table where right around where Roland had been crashing, and it says, "Something has come up. I need to investigate this necklace. I'll be at the Council of Stars." And
Can we
then,
go over the Council of Stars and look for him?
if you want.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I find it rather rude that he wouldn't tell us about this beforehand and then simply disappear into the night. What, does he not trust us?
I can't stand to spend one moment away from him.
Let's go get him. What do you say?
I mean, I have all the gold, so I'm not sure how far he can get, but let's go.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
Well, we didn't open the puzzle box, right? We just...
You've started to sort of finagle with it, and you got like one of the sides, sort of like you can peek in. There's like this tiniest of cracks. That is the extent of your puzzle boxing. There was also talk, if I remember correctly, about one Quinto Shellatrax, who was like a magic shopkeeper. Kerfaderk was very drunk and just liked the name. I don't know if that was an actual lead you guys wanted to chase down.
Shellatrax.
Wait, you liked Shellatrax. Who was he? Somebody you met in the bar?
No, he had heard the name because he was asking around for magical people who might be able to help with the puzzle box.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I have to meet that man.
Yeah, just because of his name.
Right. Got
Yes,
it.
I remember now. A beautiful man, firm jawline.
We haven't met him
beautiful
yet.
Locks of hair. No, but I made the mental note of what he would look like when I do meet him. Quinto Shellatrax, big, broad shoulders, massive pecs, triceps the size of mountains.
So we should go there, I guess. That sounds good.
I would love to meet this man, although I will not fuck him.
Well,
Makes sense. We are indeed the Fuckless Four. We'd violate our code.
I have
Does
yet
not
to
fuck.
comment on this, but let's go anyway.
Wait. Gather round. Get close. If we are to move any further, we must all agree that we are the fuckless four. We can't have one of us going around fucking while the others waddle about with their dicks in their hands.
Would be bad image.
Sure. All right. Cheers to that. Fuckless four, whatever you say.
Cheers, fuckless four.
Cheers.
Avigard's like already drinking first thing in the morning. It's like these fucking idiots. You guys make your way downstairs. The half orc bouncer is like got an apron on and has been like, making hash browns and stuff. And he's like,
Nice.
continental breakfast, and kind of like hands you guys them in like sort of like a walking taco style bag so you guys can eat and walk around town. Pretty sophisticated,
Wow, love it.
What?
We
Walking breakfast tacos? Shut up.
We strive to create very individualized visitor experience so that you may come back to the Blind Yeti.
Well, good sir, I promise you I will be back. In fact, Avigard, would you mind tossing this man one of my coins as a tip?
Sure, I'll tip him myself as well. Here you go, sir. I'll be back to the Blind Yeti as well.
Thank you. All this goes straight back into the business. He like puts.
Is the guac on the breakfast tacos extra?
I mean, avocados are real hard to find up here in the mountains, so yeah.
Damn.
Damn it.
All right. I still want it though.
All right, fair enough. And he kind of like,
That's how they get you. They creep the price over time. You get used to it.
Add up.
all right, you guys start making your way through White Crag. It is a bit of a trek to get from the Blind Yeti to the Capricious Cantrip, which is the establishment. You pass through the main road into the old district where you see like there's some museums. There's sort of like a town hall kind of a thing. And then off to the, never eat soggy waffles, off to the east, you see like huge spire with like, magical clouds swirling around it. And it's just kind of a great big beacon. Like, that's the Council of Stars, just so you know. But as you keep making your way up, you eventually find yourself in front of a quaint little store that has sort of like a purple and white striped awning and a hanging sign that says the Capricious Cantrip owned by Quinto Shalatrax. But like the sign has like an extra tacked on bit of wood to fit the entire like full long name. So there you go.
Well, I am simply delighted. Even reading his name, my befuddlement with this gentleman has increased tenfold.
Fabulous.
I think you should probably go in first and flatter his socks off. How do you feel about that?
Of course, that's a wonderful idea. But first, I'm going to spend at least 2 more minutes reading this sign and smiling at it.
Okay, cool.
What a wonderful name. Quinto Shalatrax. Beautiful.
Can we say that we brought the box with us? And
Oh, yeah. I assumed you guys didn't leave it at the hotel.
Avigard's probably got it. So she's
Probably.
there keeping all
In one
that
of my
important
many
stuff.
pockets.
Yes.
I have lots of pockets.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
I give the door a gentle little tap, and I try to see if I can see anybody through the window, and then I try the door to see if it's locked.
The door is unlocked. The glass is frosted, so you can't really see through. But the door's unlocked.
I open the door and I say, "Hello."
You peek in, and the room there is a very firm wooden sort of like bar kind of area, like behind which stands one very tall moon elf with like pale skin and like a very long wispy goatee, very dark hair, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Welcome."
Shalatrax? Is that you?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
One moment, and I step out the door. Say, guys, there's something wrong with Shalatrax.
You quietly hear from lost another customer.
What's the matter with Shalatrax?
Come here.
I'm here.
It appears as though, although I believe Shalatrax, based off of his name, to be a handsome, spry gentleman, a leading man of sorts, it turns out that, well, he's annoying as fuck. But
Oh.
we can get past this. I'll go back in. Maybe this isn't Shalatrax. Maybe this is one of Shalatrax's hired hands. Of course.
Is he
What
worse
was I
than your
thinking?
Must be
girlfriend?
that.
Yeah. That can't be Shalatrax. That wheezing the fool in there. That can't be him. I'll go inside and ask for Shalatrax right away.
Very well.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can get a goofy man, goofy elf, moon-faced man. I would like, please, for you to grab Shalatrax, your master. I would very much like to speak to him.
He sort of looks around the shop and then grabs his own collar and says, "Found him."
That's
Can I interest you in a potion or a wand of web?
Okay. Your Shalatrax.
Yes.
Ugh. God. Okay. What is this? A wand? What is the web wand?
Well, it's a wand, and you say the magic word, and a web shoots out.
You could have interested him in that a moment ago, but I don't think now.
All right, I'm gonna go
Yes,
ahead and
no.
walk in and wander around and look at what's on the shelves.
Sure thing. There are tons of potions and little knickknacks that you find. No weapons. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any magical weapons, at least not on display. And they all have sort of like little silver, like sort of like a mercury kind of like shimmery price tags with things, ranging from like 10 gold to like 10,000 gold, stuff like that.
Wow. Have we made any considerations about what we might need going forward? Have we come here just to meet this man? We want to talk to him about the box, obviously, but
Oh, the box.
That's
forgot
it,
all
right?
About the box and there's all of the the Shalatrax excitement.
okay, but I would like to quietly discuss with my friends off to the side. This guy's
Hello?
fucking weird.
He's what?
But is him being fucking weird mean we shouldn't trust him with the box, or is it just mean he's fucking weird? Like we're not gonna just pull this thing out, right?
I mean, I don't know.
How did we plan on getting help with this?
How can we make sure we can trust him?
I don't know.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Avigard, you have our money, right? You still have our money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, here's the idea. You give him 10 gold pieces, ask him in confidence to hold on to them, and that we'll be back for them. Now, we go somewhere else, maybe look around, come back and see if he hasn't spent it. Or
Why would someone hold your gold for no reason and then give it back to you?
it's a wonderful point. Forget about it.
All right.
Not gonna work.
Can I do an inside check on this man? See if
See what his deal is? Certainly, you can vibe check him.
if this like
You can vibe check him.
Vibe check. That's exactly what I want. Vibe
All right, if you could give me a vibe check roll, please.
Inside. Oh, forget how good my inside is. That's a 23.
23.
Does
This
he
man,
seem trustworthy? Does this seem like an act?
it seems very real. From the best you can gather, is it might be some sort of like magical injury he may have suffered in experimentation or at the hands of a spell. That's just how he talks. As for like his general vibe, he's a salesman. He's eagerly kind of like tapping his fingers on the thing, like, I hope somebody buys something, and it's like not like spying on you, but is keeping an eye on you guys also to like hope that you're not stealing anything.
Fair. Does it seem like? I guess my question
Mhm.
for does it seem like we don't know a lot about these factions? Does it seem like, is there anything displayed that would indicate a like particular loyalty? Or...
There is some there's like a small little pennant that has the same insignia as the Council of Stars. It seems to be pretty
Which
attached
is
to the
we're
mages
like
group.
in that region, right?
You guys are in that area of town, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Shalatrax, can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
So what's your specialty? What are you passionate about here in this here magic shop?
Oh, I've got just the item for you. And he kind of like quickly ducks down and pulls out a little ring. And the ring has like 2 ram's heads sort of facing the other side. And they're like, I am a big fan of jewelry. And he's got like a bunch of rings and like you can see he's got necklaces and stuff like that. And he's like, and I prefer enchanting them with all kinds of special accoutrement. This ring in particular, I just made. You put it on, you speak the magic word, and just a big old blast of force as if they're being hit by a ram. Fabulous.
Can I give it a try?
We do have a shooting range out back. If you want to take it for a test run.
Sounds kind of fun. I think I'll do that.
Cool.
Cool.
And then
right,
he like then waves his hands and starts to cast a spell, and looks like a second sort of shimmery version of himself appears, and he's like, I'll take you out back. And so the shimmery version picks up the platter with the ring on it and kind of leads you into a back room where there's sort of like 3 cordoned off lanes with like paper targets, and he's like, the magic word is booyah right now.
Today's magic word. All right. I'll put on the ring and I'll get really excited because I haven't had a chance to work magic like this in quite some time. Booyah, baby.
All right. You say the magic word and like you cannot see it, but you know how like when there's a fire you can sort of like see the heat?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, so it's like that the air takes on that kind of like strange opaque quality. I need you to roll 2d10 for me.
Okay, 18.
18. So the like paper target just becomes completely obliterated, just like shreds into 1,000 like little pieces. Before like after a moment or two, kind of like they sort of reconfigure back onto like the little placard. He's like,
beautiful.
So tons of fun, isn't it?
Very fun, yes. What's your price?
Oh, it's a bit rare, so I'm going to be charging about 300 gold for it.
That's a shame. Well, thanks for the fun anyway. Anytime.
And he holds the platter out for you to put the ring back on.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I have on another ring, I can trick him to think it's. I think I might take off my my thumb ring and place it on the platter.
Can you make me a deception check?
Okay. What do I have? Oh, okay. I guess that's not so bad. 18.
18. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna roll my new die that I got.
Oh, fun.
All right. The sort of the shimmering version of Shalatrax, like its eyes glow red for a second, and it says, "Oh, you seem to have made a slight mistake. This is not the ring, the booyah ring, as we've come to call it."
The booyah ring. My apologies. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Honest mistake. Here you go.
Cool. And then he leads you back into the main room with the others. Were you guys doing anything while Avigard was out testing out the booyah ring?
I was pressing Shalatrax to see if there really was a real Shalatrax hidden upstairs, and that this man had locked him away and taken his identity.
No, it's me, and he like points to like he's got like a little name tag that says hello, and it says Shalatrax in Elvish. He's like, it's just me. I mean, it's my shop. I kind of just wear this as a joke because of all the simulacrums.
that's really cool. And then I turn to Anisoptera and I'm like, oh, I just wanted Shalatrax to be like the coolest guy. I thought he was gonna be like my hero, my like a father figure of some sort. I don't know.
Well, there's got to be other people in the town, right? Someone more like a father figure.
It's true. There are plenty of people in this town. Why did I put all of my eggs into one basket?
Well, when you find something for hope for it, it's hard to think of anything else.
You damn genius, Annie. You damn beautiful genius. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were Shalatrax. I turn to Shalatrax and I say, Shalatrax, who do you know in this town with the coolest name you've ever heard?
Good question. Probably the legendary wizard Shalazar. He may or may not. He may or may not be my cousin. Pretty cool guy.
Who else?
Sometimes you never know when you look at even they're related. You never know. Sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Maybe this is the outlier. Everyone else in the family is just as you're looking for, and he's the strange one.
Oh my God, you're right. They named him Shalatrax when he was born, thinking that he would be the coolest motherfucker out there. But then he grew up not to be that cool.
You can never predict.
At this point, the simulacra comes back with Avigard, and then sort of like disappears in a whiff, and Shalatrax takes the ring and puts it back in the drawer.
Excuse me, Mr. Shalatrax. Are you any good at puzzles?
Oh no, that would be my apprentice, Oni. He was, I don't know if you watched the talent competition, he was the little wizard boy. Kind of had a bad show, but he's a very good puzzle master.
Does he work here as well?
I think he's upstairs at the moment, yes.
Can we speak to him?
Do you think we can talk to him?
Give me a persuasion check.
I want to have good persuasion. My persuasion is.
Oh yes.
My persuasion is mid.
Well, I rolled a 2, but the lowest I can go is 10.
Which is actually not 10. It's like 15 or something, right?
Wait. So it would be persuasion 16.
Well, mine is 14, I guess. So together, we can try.
He kind of looks and he says, sure, may I ask why you need to talk with him?
Because we have an enticing deal to give him. You see, we work with the alchemists of Mage Light over in Talvarar, and we are looking for somebody to have an apprenticeship with us for 6 months. Now, anybody that has an apprenticeship with us comes back as the most esteemed potions master in all the land.
Kind of sounds like you made all of that up, but you're just so damn charming, aren't you? And he casts Mage Hand, and like this little purple hand kind of like opens a door that you beforehand didn't even seem to notice was there. Like it kind of appeared out of nowhere, and like you then see like a bunch of stairs unfold leading upstairs, and you're like, he should be up there. I sent him up about an hour ago.
Why did you send him up there?
I'm having him study extra-dimensional spaces. Like that cool door I just made? Fucking out of nowhere, baby.
Hell yeah.
All right. Shalatrax. Oh, by the way, before we go,
very much.
Thank you. But before we go, do you know where I could find your cousin Shalaraz?
Shalazar, he's one of on the High Council for the Council of Stars. So, like, if you hang around the library enough, I'm sure you might see him. You can't miss him. He's got the big white robes and he's got the orange cat.
Let me
Is he
Amazing.
handsome?
Yes, is he handsome?
I'd like to believe I got the looks.
Ah, darn it.
Well, it's all relative, isn't it? But someone else. What would someone else see?
Beauty
you
is
asked-
in the eye of the beholder.
I'm sorry.
Waste of time. Fine. We'll go meet Shalazar. Shalatrax.
I think we're
I'm
looking
sorry.
for Oni first, aren't we?
Yes,
Going
yes.
upstairs?
Let's go meet Oni.
Oh, we met
I've been
him last
incredibly
night,
rude.
didn't we?
Who's
You-
Matt Oni?
2 nights?
It would have been last night
Hmm.
at the show, the talent competition. He was the wizard who was who did it honestly like a not bad show, but not great, and a lot of his stuff was taken from him, right out from under his nose by somebody.
Yes, those bandits
Could have been those bandits.
at the end of the night. Must.
Definitely those bandits.
So you guys make your way up to the stairs, and it sort of like cordons off into a little hallway, and there's one very like flamboyant red and pink and blue door that just says Shalatrax, and then another one that's like just sort of like scrawled on in marker that just says Oni.
Should we knock?
He might be shooting web out of his wand. I think it best we do.
Yeah. I think we definitely knock. How old is he? 12?
He's a little older than 12. He's probably like 16.
Okay, yeah, definitely knock. Definitely knock. Trust me.
So you knock,
we
and
knock
there
on the
is
door then.
and there is
We all 3 knock.
better not be fucking in there. No, you knock, and the door just kind of opens. You can see there is no lock, and it's very, very small. It's sort of like, just think college dorm. There is a bed, there is a closet, and there is one desk with a book open on it, and there are like sort of papers scattered all over the floor.
Oni? Oni?
Oni, Oni.
Oni, Oni, Oni. Do you think he's hiding from us? Do you think we caught him in the act and he ran?
Is the window open?
There is no window.
Oh, poor bastard.
There
Or
are
he's
like
not.
2 sconces on the side of the room that provide very dim light, but that is about it.
Mood lighting.
For jerking it. Sorry.
Can we check the garbage can?
Ah.
Tissues.
Oh my god.
All right.
Can everyone give me a perception check as just you come into the room? And then if you want to start searching specific stuff, I'll make you
It's a 13.
13. Okay.
That was a nat 20, so 23.
Nice.
I had 4.
4. You I don't know, Avigard, but there is nothing really of interest to you. You don't see the boy. You don't see really much of anything. Anisoptera, you look around at the papers that are scattered all over the floor,
Yes.
and it looks like they are missives of some kind, like some kind of like correspondence. Like you pick up, one person writes in red and one person writes in black, and as maybe you look a little more closely, they seem to be love letters of some kind.
What are the signatures like? What's the other person's name?
They are not signed by name. Kerfaderk, you look over on the desk, and there is this book. And it's called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces by Shalazar. And it is open up to a page, and in the margin is the word scepter, and it's like circled twice.
Ooh.
Well, I believe it's as we feared. Oni has gone into an extra dimensional space to jerk it. Clever fellow. That's the best way to do it, especially if there's no lock on the door. Does anybody see a scepter around in the room?
As soon as you say scepter, there is a vroom sound, and then a sort of purple doorway made of energy just suddenly appears.
I guess he took his scepter with him, didn't he?
I believe I believe you've hit the nail on the head, Anisoptera. Do we try and knock on this? I mean, I don't know. How do we announce our presence?
I think we just have to go through it.
Okay.
Everyone cover your eyes slightly as you walk through the door. One eye.
Yeah, one eye. All right.
Just in case,
We
fine.
go through the door with one eye.
Okay.
We're coming.
We're coming, and we're coming very slowly.
So one by one, you guys enter, and it feels very cold for a second, and then very, very warm, your feet sort of touch cobblestone. It feels like of some kind, and you maybe open your eyes a bit, and you see you're inside what looks like a mansion, and you look out, through the windows by the door you just walked through, and it looks like there's just this purple miasma surrounding the mansion. As you all kind of adjust, you suddenly hear, no, wait, no, and then zoom, the door behind you closes, and standing in front of you is one little Oni. It's a small, 16-year-old wizard boy. He's got great big glasses on, and you see
He's only a portrait. He's not a boy.
and his ring finger, it looks like, and you maybe didn't notice this the first time you saw him, but his ring finger has been completely, he's got sort of like some kind of metal prosthetic that's replaced it. And he looks at all of you and he's like, tell me you know the word to get out.
Oh.
Please? I've been in here for an hour, man. I can only jerk it so many times.
I knew it. And
How
with a
many
metal
rooms in the
finger.
house? How many rooms?
To be honest, I've been hearing a lot of weird noises, so I've just kind of been staying in this room and then the study. There's a cat in there, so...
This is my fucking nightmare. Wait, did you say there's a cat?
Yeah, he's a little guy, but he's okay. And he walks into the study. Here,
Christ.
I will reveal it for all of you.
Yay.
Boop.
Ooh.
So the entire far wall of this room is a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf, and there are even more books resting on several large red armchairs and small wooden tables, and there are several paintings on the walls. Inside, there is a fluffy black cat that is curled up on one of the chairs. The cat's been kind of comforting, but honestly, it's just been me in here for like an hour, dude. I don't know how to
So
get out.
what? We have to figure out the word to get out?
I mean, from what I was reading, I just started reading the book. And then, usually, I think this is some kind of magical mansion, and it has a code word to get in and a code word to get out. And the word to get in was right on the book. And I didn't bring it with me. I was just so excited. I thought it would be the same word. And it's not. And he, looks really sheepish.
So scepter doesn't work to leave.
No, trust me, I've tried.
We were told you were very good with puzzles.
Oh, I love puzzles. Why do you ask?
Well,
It's sort of a big puzzle, isn't it?
Well, it's funny you say that. It's not a puzzle, it's a word. I don't know a word. I could list off 1,000 words and not be right.
now, I place my
Sorry,
hand on the
I'm just a
door.
little stressed. I've been in here for an hour.
Okay, young lad.
Well, when you try a word, is there any way to confirm whether or not you got any letters right? And if you have them right, what position in the word it is?
Is there a color scheme that comes to your mind when when you're thinking these words?
You know what would be even easier is if there was an app.
It's
What's-
true.
What's an app?
some of you might be ahead of me a little bit, but no. This is similar to my favorite children's game. I'm trying to figure out how to rationalize this, called Birdle, but it's not quite that. It's not color based or anything. I legitimately don't know any of the words or anything. I can imagine that I'm not the first person to get stuck in here though, but I only know like 3 spells. I didn't feel very confident exploring this place in case it was dangerous.
Well, should we look around then?
Yes.
Check out these books.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Investigation or whatever.
Let's give me a perception or investigation check. If you want to investigate something specific.
I'm gonna proceed. I'm better at that. So 15 perception.
Okay.
Looking for clues.
The black cat kind of like, are you floating or are you on the ground right now, Anisoptera?
I'm flittering.
Okay, the cat is very interested in you.
Oh, God.
And at one point it leaps out at you, and to quick like get out of the way, you flit off to the side, and it like kind of like lands by the bookshelf. And you can tell it like knocks over a few of the books, except for one that seems incredibly stationary.
Well, I would say that that's probably peculiar, and maybe we should try pulling on this book. Only don't get too excited. I mean it literally.
I meant it figuratively, by the way, when I said I was jerking it. I don't jerk it. I've got a girlfriend.
Can I do an insight check to see?
Yeah, sure.
Inside check dude to see if he's lying.
That's a dirty 20.
If he's not, and we're the
I got a
fuckless 3
15.
today, he can be our.
He fucking jerked it. Were you looking to see if he jerked it or if he has a girlfriend?
Oh.
I was looking to see if he jerked it.
Okay. And what did you roll on your insight?
Honestly, I was looking to see that too.
Okay, so
Does he seem like a virgin?
he seems like a virgin, yes, but he does seem like, but he wasn't lying. It looks like when he said he had a girlfriend.
We saw the letters. So the love letters.
She's from Canada. You've never, I mean, not Canada. That doesn't exist. She's from.
Where's Canada?
None of your business. Stop! And he quick runs out of the room.
That was rough. I feel like we just made Ani's worst day of his life.
He'll be fine.
It was already a bad day, wasn't it? He was strapped in here with nothing.
It's just kind of a lot, you know. That's all. I just wasn't ready for it.
Well, no more.
So how about this book, huh?
No
He's
more
like
of that. We
fuddling
are
with
the
his
squad
robe.
that does not fuck. We are the fuckless 4. Okay, so there will be no more fucking in this house.
You're in good company, Oni.
We've all never fucked before. In fact, oh my god, wait, huddle without Ani.
Oh, okay. I was really okay. No, that's fine.
Should we invite Ani into the fuckless 4 since he's never fucked before?
But then it'll be fuckless 5 once
Oh, but
we
we-
have our friend back.
I doubt Roland, so maybe just for the day.
Yeah, maybe for today we can remain the fuckless 4. Maybe that's how we got caught in this mess, because we're not the fuckless 4. We're the fuckless trio. That's nonsense.
You're right, it's pretty nonsense.
Very much nonsense.
We need one more. Maybe we ask him to be part of the fuckless 4. I bet it would make his day. This guy's a loser. What do you say, guys?
Why
Sure.
not?
Sure
Be
thing.
casual about it, don't,
Oh yeah, good thinking.
It's a little inappropriate to talk to 12-year-olds about fucking. But
I'm
go
16.
for it. Oh, sorry.
Can't you tell
Still
from my beard?
inappropriate.
Connie,
Yeah.
we had an idea. We didn't really care.
Oh,
We had an idea that maybe, just for today, you'd want to join us and become one of the fuckless 4.
I mean, yeah, I would. Okay, yeah. Do I have to?
Awesome.
Do I have to not fuck from here on out, or like?
No more fucking, as long as you're part of the fuckless 4. Our 4th will come back at some point, and then we'll have to let you go. But
Oh,
put it this way, then you'll be able to fuck as much as you want.
okay. That's worth a shot.
Maybe you go to Canada.
You can go to Canada, wherever the fuck that is.
Oh, Canada. It doesn't matter. I made it up. She's not from Canada. She's local.
Oh.
Why'd you say Canada?
I was scared. We're not really supposed to be dating.
Is this forbidden love?
No, I mean, kind of. Her family would
must.
not be for it.
Well, we must help.
We'll do everything we can.
well, let's get out of this mansion first.
We'll drop everything else and make this possible.
We are going to, as long as you're with us, you will be one of the fuckless four, and we are going to help you fuck.
Thanks, guys.
Fuck for life. In matrimony.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And only.
Yeah, so that's great.
It became weirdly
Do we
religious
trust
at the end there.
Do we trust this kid now? Is that what this is all about?
Yes, he's one of us.
Hey,
He
well,
is-
we're stuck here. So in the meantime, while we're trying to figure out this damn word,
Oh, yes.
show.
Can I go and tug on the book?
Yes.
Try to see if I can get it to move.
Certainly. And as you tug on the book, you see that there is no writing on the spine of it except for one singular letter, T. T as in tea time. Or time. I could have just said time. T as in time.
T as in TEA.
Yes.
T.
So you pull on the book, and the shelf sort of gives way a little bit and opens, and it appears to be a secret door
That's not what the S is for.
that leads to a basement. And yes, that is what the S is for. The S means secret door. And I
Now,
pick-
shall we go down to the secret basement?
yeah, nobody ever dies at basements.
Have you been down there before?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. To be honest, I didn't know there was a book there. I mean, I knew there was a book there. There were tons of books there, but I didn't know there was.
One of us can talk to cats, right?
I can't.
Okay. Wait, can I? No.
I don't know. Can
Yeah.
you? Do you have a speak with animal spell?
Do you not? I thought you did.
Send a message, cure wounds. No, I do
Oh,
not.
damn. Okay.
I do not. Nobody else was going to eat this chicken ravioli I found in the corner.
I was kind
Also
of.
yours.
I was saving that for later because I didn't know how long we'd be in here. But you can have some. You can have some.
Thank you very much.
He's gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
I know,
What?
but he let me into the fuckless four, so I figure it's kind of tit for tat.
Honey, do you know this cat?
This cat, I've named him Butter.
He's a black cat. You named him Butter? Have you ever seen Butter?
No.
Got it. So, you're pretty sure he's just a regular cat then, right?
I think so. The
Wow,
cat
you're
is
terrible
the
at
cat is fixated on Anisoptera.
If it was anything
Yeah.
other than a cat, I'd be very surprised.
Well, shall we go downstairs then? Like,
I think that's a wonderful idea.
All right, let's go.
All right.
foot down the stairs.
And down the stairs you head. Do you want to try to entice the cat to come with you?
I do.
No, thank you. Oh.
Yes.
Can you give me an
Yes.
animal handling check?
Yes. I don't know what I have for that. 18.
18. The cat, you sort of eventually get its attention. It kind of like rubs up against your leg and follows the four of you down the stairs. Well, let's do one of this, and I'm just gonna put the cat over here, and well, I got a lot to reveal, and by that I mean not really, just two hallways.
Uh-oh.
Two hallways diverged in a yellow wood. So you see there are 3 doors. There is one There's one hither. There's one thither. And there's one yon.
Which door do we like?
I think we let the cat decide.
Only keep your yellow wood in your pants.
Okay, I wasn't gonna not. I promise. The cat starts making its way here towards this door.
All right. I
Start
guess I'll follow
scratching at it.
behind them.
Alrighty. This door is unlocked. Do you wish to go in?
Brilliant. I do.
Alrighty. Boom. Hold on, I gotta find the associated thing. It appears to be some kind of alchemical laboratory. The air here smells of astringent chemicals. There are long wooden tables that stretch across the room. They are laden with vials, beakers, flasks holding various liquids and powders. And there are books stacked between the glassware and chemicals. There's some yellow paper charts, and there is a blackboard in the corner sort of full of complex formulas.
Wow. Okay.
And there you go.
Does anybody understand any of those formulas? Any math wizards among us?
I'm not much use for the formulas.
Don't really use formulas in the Feywild.
Anyone can try and make an Arcana check, and I will make one for Oni as well to maybe help y'all out.
Yeah, I'll do Arcana. I've got a little of that.
We got 17.
17, very nice.
12.
Okay.
8.
8. I'm gonna say, Avigard, you've worked with, you've gone on a couple of jobs with the Sanguine, and as sometimes there is sort of like a rogue wizard who's worked with you. This looks to be some kind of like, it's like they're, it's gonna sound very Frankenstein, but it looks like this formula is used to sort of like create life of some kind of like construct.
Okay, so this is related to the hag's spell.
It is similar. It's definitely like it has a similar end, trying to create some sort of construct. Yes.
Okay. Heard. All right, that's exciting.
Okay. I look through the books.
All right. Can you give me an investigation check?
Certainly. That's a 19.
A 19. You find a book with a single letter on the spine, letter B, as in beautiful. And you also find 2 potions of healing.
Well, would you look at that? A book with a letter B on it to go with our book with a letter T on it, as well as some potions.
Ooh, maybe
my
the words but.
Well, I definitely think the word has a B and a T in it. Whether it's but, it's obviously not but because you just said.
Yeah.
but.
Sorry, it was on the mind. And
Which but? Honey.
sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know I was going to be in the quad that doesn't fuck. This is new for me.
Could I, someone like to carry these potions of healing? They're not much use to me. I'm kind of like, got them kind of propped up, but obviously not.
I'll take them. Give them to me.
All right.
Well,
So
there
if
you
you
are.
could put that down that you have 2 potions of healing.
Does anything stand out about the other elements that are around the table? And
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
all right. Oh, 5.
5. You find a white powder that you're very, very interested in, and you're looking at it, and then kind of Oni comes up behind you and is like, "That's just salt. Sorry, I didn't want you to spend too much time on that.
Thanks.
It's okay.
I'll set it down.
I mean, it's salt if you want salt. I mean, I don't know.
Put a little on my tongue just in case it's something spicier than salt.
It is kosher salt.
Delicious.
All right.
You want any of that free chicken ravioli?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, does it need some salt?
I take a little bit of salt.
All right.
Rest assured, I'm almost done. I'm speeding through it, but I'll take some salt.
Can
In
we
fact,
try another room then? It doesn't seem to be anything else.
No, nothing. From the searches you have gathered, there doesn't seem to be much else.
Okay.
Let's do it. Well, maybe we should let the cat lead the way. Here, I feed the cat some of my chicken cacciatore. I say, come here, little boy. Why don't you show us the way to the next letter, please?
His name is Butter.
Oh, Butter. I had a cat named Butter once, and she ran away.
Oh.
I saved her from a fucking tree. And she still fucking ran away. But maybe you'll be better.
All right, can you make an animal handling check with advantage because you're giving the cat food?
Oh, perfect. Still not going to be great, I don't think. It's going to be a 12.
A 12.
Oh, wait.
Waiting.
Yeah, 12.
12. The cat kind of looks at you and is like, fine, whatever, and makes its way towards this door over here.
Shall we go in then?
Certainly.
At least check it out.
Son of a... Damn you, roll 20!
Uh-oh.
Just
Cat's been swallowed by darkness.
There we go. All right. This room... What's this one? I should know. This is a dark stone-walled room, and it contains only a few objects. There is a 5-foot diameter circle of intricate runes that cover the floor. There's an empty wooden bookstand opposite the door, and there are bronze braziers at the other 3 cardinal points in the circles. Whatever material that they once contained has long ago been burned away, so like they're just kind of charred on the inside. But the room still smells like charcoal and charcoal and sulfur. Sitting next to the bookstand is a very warty toad.
Okay. Was the cat doing anything?
The cat's kind of like looking at the toad, kind of sizing it up a little bit.
I checked to see if there are any books.
Certainly, there is a bookshelf by the toad.
I go to the bookshelf.
All right. And as you do... I'm just going to make sure everybody's nearby. No particular reason. Nothing's happening. Suddenly, the toad kind of leaps out and transforms into some strange, bipedal, horned, angry-looking creature.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck this toad.
Whoa.
It looks like that, and it kind of rushes up at you and just kind of shrieks in your face. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Holy fucking
This is the world's
hell.
tiniest print.
13.
13. Yeah. You kind of like fight the fear off. You kind of fight the fear off. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh, no.
It looks like the creature was trying to charm or frighten you in some way. I realized that you would have had advantage, but you passed anyways. It's all good.
That's a 10 for me.
10 for Anisoptera. That 4 for Oni.
Hey, 4 for Avigard.
All right, and your dex is definitely higher than his, so you will go before him. And Kerfaderk, what is your initiative?
13.
13. All right. So the creature, realizing that it was unsuccessful, we'll say, then starts to transform into a millipede of some kind.
Oh, gross.
I'm just going to use this toad thing because it's what I have. And starts trying to skitter away. You have an attack of opportunity, if you'd like, Kerfaderk.
Do I want to attack? Well, yeah, we're in initiative. Fuck hell, yeah. I'll you know what? I'll just fucking swing my guitar at it.
All right, can you make an attack roll for me?
Of course. 6.
That's not going to do it. You swing wildly as it sort of continues to skitter away. The cat also tries to get at it. The cat is a little bit more successful, and it quickly transforms back from a frog into this weird fucking thing, and is stopped in its tracks. And that's it for its turn. Next up is Kerfaderk. What would you like to do?
Again? Oh yes, no, yes, I'm to go first. Well, I suppose I can't talk to it, can I? So that's a bummer. Tell you what, I'm going to try and put it to sleep with sleep.
Okay, roll them d8s for me. Just so you know, if you cast it, you're going to hit everybody.
Oh, because we're all in the radius.
Yeah. So, but how it works is it'll only go for the lowest HP first. So you might get it. You'll probably get it, but you might get somebody else as well, depending on what you roll.
I'm the cat, Andoni.
Maybe not then. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do for my turn?
What you gonna do?
Right there. I'm going to. I'm kind of blocked in the room, aren't I? I'm gonna cast heat metal onto Avigard's. She has bows. You have bows, don't you? Bows and arrows.
I do. I have arrows. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, you kind of feel your quiver start to heat up a little bit. So now when you attack, it's going to be doing some extra damage.
Nice.
Exciting.
And then I will end my turn by just sorry. This first, I'm just getting used to everything. I'll be quicker next time.
It's okay.
What am I gonna fucking do? What's it called? Where is it?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my extra bonus actions when one uses bardic inspiration. Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna end my turn.
Alrighty then. Anisoptera, it's you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna sacred flame this little fucker.
Okay, it has to make a dex save, I believe.
Yes, it do.
That is a 23.
Oh god. Well,
I crit on that save. So, sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's a slippery little guy. What's that?
Does it take half damage at all, or?
No.
Roger that. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Anisoptera?
Get the little fucker.
All right. Next up is Avigard. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I guess my bows or my arrows are all fancy and hot, so I'll go in with a really, really short range, short bow attack.
All right. Make that attack roll for me.
Okay. Okay, 13.
13 just hits. So I want you to roll 3d6, one for your bow, 2 for your sneak attack, and then add 2d8 on top of that for the fiery arrow.
3d6 and 2d8 is 30.
30? Yeah, you hit this thing square in the chest. It's sort of like, it's so nonchalant. You basically just be like, thwang, and it hits it in the chest and just immediately bursts into like, and just disintegrates into a puff of black smoke. It may or may not have been kind of overkill. It was an extra dimensional pest.
We got him.
That is true. You did get him.
No doubt about that. You're right, Oni. You didn't wet your pants, did you?
No. I may not have not. I may have. No, I didn't.
How's the cat?
Did.
The cat is kind of like, fuck this, I'm out of here, and has made its way back upstairs.
No, Butter, no.
Thank God for that.
Butter, no.
All right. Well.
Should we check out this other room?
Oh, wait. What about the books?
Oh, this one.
Can I see the books now?
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Of course. That is going to be a 3.
A 3. You see books. None of them seem to be what you're looking for.
You see anything good over there, Kerfaderk?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm seeing some books. Yep, books.
You think when you look any closer, you're good?
They're books. Those are books. I don't know if I can. Can I just do it again? Can I get closer again?
If you wanna like take 5 minutes for your character to just stand there and literally go book by book, you can if you want.
Anisoptera, I'm so spent from this first try at looking at these books that I need 5 minutes.
Well, I'll come take a look.
Okay.
If you could give me an investigation check, please.
I sit down in the corner and just like, oh.
That thing really took it out of
that's
you.
That's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. There are books, and there seem to be a lot of books about like summoning and outer planes and stuff, but there are none marked with that single solitary letter.
Lots of books, like you said, but I don't think anything important. We should have trusted your first look, Kerfaderk.
Well, I guess that was this whole room was a waste of time.
Well, there's no need to be like that.
No. It was not a waste of time. What I meant to say was that I love the dice boss. I did not mean to be.
No, it's cool. I get it. So you guys want to check out the other cool room in the basement?
Only if there's books in it.
There might be. You gotta open the door and find out.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You open the door. It is unlocked.
Wow.
like many rooms before, and it appears to be. Smells of alcohol and brine permeate the room. There are glass vessels, large and small, standing in rows on the floor, and tables ranging from like 1 foot to 6 feet tall. And inside each one is the body of a creature floating in clear liquid. There is one 4 foot tall container that's missing its lid and has no occupant. There's one that's got like four dismembered hands just kind of like floating in it. There's one with like a weird giant beetle. There are some books in the room that are sort of like opened.
The books are opened. Can I go page through one of them?
Certainly. It seems to be a book about exotic creatures. It looks like whoever created this mansion was creating some kind of menagerie of some kind. But it does not have the telltale letter on the binding.
No letter on the binding. Got it.
Can I take a look around, see if I recognize any of these creatures from the Feywild?
Certainly. Give me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 9.
That is a 9. You see that there is there's a pseudo dragon, in one sort of like purple kind of with very 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 what would have been intense eyes if the thing were still conscious, and its strange scorpion tail. That's about it.
And that was the only the book that Avigard checked out was the only book of note.
The only book of note, yes.
Okay.
I could have sworn that Bardo was going to go for the jar of hands, but not Bardo. Son of a bitch!
Bardo.
It's a different game. It's none of your business.
Well, you remember what happened to Verkaderk and hands?
Oh yeah, the hands. You're you're really into hands, aren't you, Kerfaderk?
From the toilet in the.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh,
actually.
we were playing with hands last time too.
Spencer seems to be very into hands. We can pivot away from that.
No. Do not pivot. Here is my question.
Okay.
There is an empty. Oh, perfect. There's an empty jar. I imagine that the frog came out of that jar. Right, everybody? Don't you think?
Sure.
What's the size relative to the frog?
The jar is quite a bit larger than the toad thingamajig was.
And do the other things seem proportional to their jars?
Very much so, yes.
Never mind. I was hoping that, never mind. I was hoping they would be live hands and I could collect them.
Is this a okay Restroom opportunity. Okay.
Sorry, what? Oh, do we need to take a 5? Let's take a 5. Let's take a 5.
Great.
All right. We'll be
5.
right back, everybody. See you in 5 while I try to figure out why our mics were still on, even though I turned them off. Okay. Can you guys speak real quick so I can make sure that the mic is good and everything?
Speaking, thank you for your patience,
Hi.
everyone.
All right, cool. So, you guys, when we last left our heroes, they were in the menagerie.
Well, either way, I will be taking, for scientific purposes only, all of these hands.
All of them. All 4 of them.
All of them.
All right, I will. That's good to know. So you've got 4 very wet. They smell of what's that thing?
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Thank you.
What's that thing?
You all knew what I meant though, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So you picked up those 4 hands, and they are soaking wet, but they are certainly hands. So feel free to add 4 hands to your inventory, and I'll just leave it at that. Nothing I'm gonna say.
Doesn't seem like there are any single letter books down here, does it?
Would appear not.
Just an empty jar.
Well, I guess that's everything here. No books. We have a T and a B. And I hope we're not.
It's not
Should we
Lots
just
of-
start guessing words that have a T and a B in them?
Well, there's more rooms. There's bound to be more. Whoever this person is, they sure read a lot.
And are the T and B, are they yellow or green?
Are they? They are. Do you guys have the books with you?
B before T or T before B.
I don't think they're gonna tell us that.
No, that's
We need to find the next room, I guess, or I don't know, investigate further in this room.
Should we go back upstairs then? Doesn't seem like there's no other books.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Yeah,
We
let's
didn't
do
go
it.
down the stairs at all, right? Even on the level we were on. We just went right in the study.
Yep, you are in the study, and there are also stairs you notice that lead up to a higher level of some kind.
Should we go explore this level or go up? What do we think?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Which one?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Should
I said
we-
let's go up the stairs. Let's go upstairs.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
All right.
All right.
Come along, Oni. Don't get left behind.
I won't. I'm young. I'm not. I'm not that young.
As a test of your allegiance to the fuckless 4, I want you to hold on to one of these hands. And I hold up the hands. Choose one.
Do we all get a hand?
You'll see.
I don't know if that's really my bag, to be honest with you. I don't know if I want a hand.
You don't have to keep it in your bag. You just have to hold it.
I
You just
don't.
have to hold it.
Okay. Just kind of. Oh God. Oh no. He's just kind of holding it and following
Now,
up the stairs.
sometimes it's fun to pull your sleeve down and then hold the little fake hand where the sleeve is, like it's your own hand.
I'll have to give it a shot.
Do it.
Okay. Look, I've got a hand.
Yeah. It's not your real hand, though.
Can I give it back to you now, please?
Okay, I'll take it.
Thank you so much.
I pat Oni on the shoulder with the fake hand. Good job.
The landing at the top of the stairs is occupied by a suit of armor with a sword pointed downwards. Above it, there appears to be an attic or some kind of crawl space door, and then there is a door off to the left.
Anything to the right?
Just another door. Sorry, I forgot.
You're good.
I made this map
Go
ages
on.
ago on stream, so if you saw that, you're probably laughing at that particular moment. My apologies.
Left to right or up? What do we think?
When in doubt, always follow your nerves.
What happened to the cat? It was leading the way. I liked that.
The cat
Yeah,
is nowhere to be seen at the
We can
moment.
go board, like.
Where's my mouse? Where is Kerfaderk?
I'm not going to
Oh,
say that
God.
name, but your mouse is sort of just kind of hanging out in your breast pocket where it usually is.
Oh, thank fucking God. All right.
Left, right, or up? What do we think?
Well, let's go left.
Very well. Let's go left through that door.
Go left.
All right, and left you go. This door is also unlocked.
Sweet.
Very well.
There's another
trusting.
door at the far end of this room. Most of this room is taken up with long wooden tables that are covered with glass vessels and books. There are cabinets with glass doors that line the walls, and they contain all manner of specimens. Just below the ceiling, in the middle of the room, there are colorful globes that circle each other in an intricate dance. And the far wall is covered completely by a map of the night sky with a golden sunburst in the center just above the closed door.
All right.
Wow, look at this.
Beautiful.
Can I investigate the books up here?
Certainly. Give me an investigation check.
And meanwhile, I'll investigate this night sky and these orbs.
It's a 16 on the books.
16 on the books, and then can you give me an investigation check as well? Kerfaderk.
4.
You find a book with the golden inlay T on the spine. T for time.
So we have B and T, and the word is
Two
not
Ts?
but.
I'm telling you, it's got to be but.
What if we all
That's the
say it
only
at the
word
same
I can
time?
think of with a B and 2 T's.
What about butter?
Butter. No, we would have felt a response.
Oh, we've been saying butter for days, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been saying butter.
That's a good point. What did you get on your roll, Kerfaderk?
4.
4. So you are staring at this sort of star map above the door, and most of the stars, it looks like, are represented by dots or small circles. But there are 5 super prominent stars that are rendered as like blazing suns. Right? Like it looks like a very traditional one, except for like 5 stars. That's about it.
Whoa. All
Can I
right.
do a history or
I would say I would if you're
Recognize.
interested in it, I would say either a nature check or a survival check.
well, let's do survival. Survival's much better. That's a 13.
A 13. You recognize them. They're not part of any specific constellation or anything, but they're all the most prominent stars in constellations. So like a real world example for us would be like Betelgeuse in Orion's belt is like a super bright star, or Polaris in the Dipper, that kind of thing. Like they're all super prominent stars in constellations in and of themselves.
What was the first one you named there?
Betelgeuse in Orion's belt. Is that right?
What was that again?
Don't do it.
I almost fell for it. You rat bastard.
That'd be fun. Okay, good. Thank you.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Yes. However, there's also the one called Candyman. That one's much more evil.
I
What
literally
was it?
just bought Candyman on DVD, the new one.
What did you say it was?
Candyman.
What was that?
Hey,
Candyman.
stop it!
You
Don't
have to say
bring
it
that
one more time.
evil upon this. We are doing something completely different. Don't you dare.
The new one's
That
really
one's
good,
fine.
actually. I liked it a lot.
Don't say nothing. I haven't watched it yet.
It's good. That's all I'm saying.
All right. But yeah, the star map is above a door in front of you, and there are other sort of various sort of... It looks like this is some kind of research lab of some kind.
And but does nothing.
And butt and butter did nothing.
But and butter did nothing.
All right. Well, there are no books with letters on them that we can see.
Other than the one that Anisoptera found, no, there are no others.
Shall we open the door then? Go further in?
Yeah, let's go further in. Let's do it.
All right, and further in you go.
Do.
Son of a...
Reveal.
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Roll20 about this friggin' reveal tool crap. All right.
Isn't Roll20 free?
It is, but it doesn't have to be. So the door opens into a dark open space that appears to be like a grassy knoll. offering a view of a starry firmament in the night sky. There are 5 telescopes mounted on bronze plates, and they point toward, the sky above you. In the middle of the space, there is a 1-foot diameter sphere of clear crystal, and it sits in a circular brass stand.
And the walls in this room are just...
Yes, ignore that blacked out spot. Yes, it's just a regular... There's nothing to see here.
Well, I would like to look into one of the telescopes, perhaps the one closest to me right now.
All right, you look into the telescope and you see the night sky. It's a pretty intense telescope, and you can sort of like zoom in on specific planets and stars and things.
Is there any star that has those letters?
Oh, good question. Bad.
It's gotta be, but
It's gotta be, but.
But something. But something.
all right.
Contractions with butt.
What?
Butt head. Butt face.
Dick butt.
Dick butt.
Who says that?
I really thought that one was gonna work.
It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out.
All right.
All right, I guess I'll look through one of the telescopes too.
All right.
Too as well, to see if there's anything to discern from it.
Oni, why don't you look into one as well?
Oni also picks a telescope. You guys sort of like look through all 5 telescopes, and they show you the night sky.
There's nothing special in the sky, just the sky. Damn.
Just the sky.
Well, I think it's all, there's something special in it.
Pretty
It's just
special, you're right. It is pretty special.
I posit that perhaps we were meant to find the book with a T here.
Another tea?
The gods willed it. We found what we found, and perhaps we move on to another room.
Yes, but there's something about the walls. that's
Can
so
we point
mysterious.
the telescopes at the crystal ball in the middle?
Certainly. You kind of like angle from instead the sky angle down towards the crystal ball. It is very blinding as the light is just kind of refracting into the lens. But do you do that with just the one? Do you do that with many?
No, everybody do it with me.
All right, all 5 point, and there's a fun sort of like image that kind of plays out as the light from the crystal globe is just being beamed through the telescopes, but it puts on a funny light show, but that's about it.
All right, I'm gonna approach the crystal ball and just give it a closer look.
Alrighty then. It looks to be a sort of like as you look at it, it's sort of like it's an opaque globe. So you can kind of like spin it, and like that you can see you recognize that you can spin it and be like, this is where the night sky is on this side of the planet, kind of a thing.
Oh, so it's shifting what's above me when I turn it?
Yes, you kind of like you start to spin it, and like the night sky kind of like.
It's like a controller for the sky above.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's really dope. Okay. I don't know what I want to do with that, but that's really fucking cool.
Kerfaderk, when you were looking at the map of special stars outside, how many? You said there's someone not normal, Beetlejuice and.
Yeah. There were 5 stars that were burning bright like suns.
Do you know which stars? How do we have the same stars here anyway as Earth? Wow.
As what?
Nothing
She
to
said
see here.
Canada.
Well, we have Canada, so
Oh, we've got Canada. We might as well have
and
Beetlejuice.
Judaism. So
Well, Christ, I don't know. I mean,
Who was that?
The immersion, it's breaking.
Ah!
I'll be honest, I'm really at a loss here.
Yes, so-
critical thinking isn't my strong suit. More so,
If anyone wants to make just a wisdom roll, I will give you a
Also
hint.
down to ask Oni what he's thinking about all of this.
Kerfaderk said there were 5 stars that were pointed out on that star map, and there are 5 telescopes.
Right.
Can't put 2 and 2. I don't know why, but that seems significant to me.
Okay, well anyway, my wisdom is 11, so.
You are curious as to what might happen if you point one of the telescopes at one of the stars on the star map.
Should we point
but
those
somebody's
5
gonna have to go back
telescopes
out
at the
there and
5 stars? All right, well, I'll flit it back. I'll flit it back and try and shout directions about where they are.
Perfect. All
With
right, we'll work it.
Anisoptera's help. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. We'll work the telescopes.
So with Anisoptera's help, you are able to angle the 5 telescopes into the 5 stars. The light then refracts from the stars onto the globe, and there is a shuddering sound as the wall behind Oni, the not conspicuous at all wall. Son of a bitch!
Oh god, it's always does it backwards.
As Oni is overtaken by darkness.
Oh, by darkness.
Oh
Oh, no! You could have kept the hand.
But you see a sort of secret door opens to some kind of strange room.
What happened in there?
Oh my god, there's books in there.
There is indeed. This room is bare, except for a bookshelf covered in chains against one wall. Think of like the chain library in Game of Thrones.
Harry Potter.
Or that works too.
The forbidden section.
There is a plain wooden bench and a reading desk built into the shelves. A book with the bust of a mage on the cover sits on the desk.
Oh,
Well,
Chateau Vera? Shallow
Is he
Vera?
handsome, the mage?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing actually.
It appears the mage on the cover of the book is quite fetching. They've got sort of a very cool look about them. They've got like a scar under their eye. Like this wizard is.
Are they looking to adopt a son?
Oh my god.
Well, it is a book. It's hard to.
Can I do an insight check? This is a long shot. See if it seems like this is someone who the portrait is is an accurate portrayal of them, a humble person who would choose as accurate a portrayal as possible, or a person with kind of an inflated himself who would have like the most. This is the most attractive version of them.
You're saying they're hot in the picture. Did they commission a hot portrait or did they commission an accurate?
Okay. I'm gonna say.
I'm like insight check that. Just looking.
I want to vibe check the book. Make an insight check with disadvantage because you're looking at a book.
It's a ridiculous question.
Okay, well. First one is a 7.
Okay.
30-20.
That is a damn good looking mage.
My
That's all we
god,
know
I
about
think
that.
it might be my new father. I take the book and I hold it tight.
All right. And as you do, the sort of chained library shuffles a little bit and says, "You are not Shelazar. You are not welcome. Where is your library card?" And suddenly the chained books start to jut out of this chain library and start spinning General Grievous style. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Okay, that's kind of lit though.
That's a 4.
21.
A 21.
Got a 9.
Holy
So,
shit.
Avigard, when you were holding your wine glass at one moment, it blended in with the background, but the liquid didn't. So it looked like you were just levitating liquid above your fingers. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Now comes the hard part, because I actually don't have a card for this, because this is a very special creature, so give me 1 second, I gotta pull the book out. Oh dear, I dropped it.
Oh dear.
Oh
Something tells me that this shallow Vera would have very, very smooth skin.
All right. First up is our... wait, I have to reveal the fucking thing. You got no idea what you're up against here. There you go.
Well,
the Chained Library.
It does still look like books, but...
It just looks like more books, yes. So first up is Oni. Oni sort of is a little worried for our friend here and kind of puts his arm out and points his fingers and mutters a small incantation as a bolt of fire shoots out from his hands towards the bookshelf. It kind of quickly connects as a few of the pages sort of like quickly catch fire. It doesn't seem to have enjoyed that a whole lot.
The bookshelf?
No, yeah, didn't love the fire.
Got it.
All right. And it takes that much damage. Oni then immediately like runs out here and kind of like braces himself on the side and is like holding his finger out like a finger gun. It's like like clearly that was just a knee-jerk reaction. He's not exactly a combative.
Is he holding his real finger out or the hand that I gave him?
Oh, he gave you the hand back. He was very uncomfortable with it.
I real quick, I toss Oni the hand.
he like juggles it for a moment and just falls on the ground. Next up is Avigard. Avigard, what would you like to do?
Is there anything? No, there's not. I'm looking at the map. Never mind. I was going to ask if there's anything behind the bookshelf or if
No, the bookshelf is
the bookshelf to fuck off.
It is the wall.
Today we just need the bookshelf to fuck off. That's the objective here. Okay, great. Okay. Are we in combat right now?
You are currently.
Jesus. Fine. Okay. I don't know if arrows are much use against books.
Oh man, it might burn those books.
Do I know anything? Do I know anything about this? About how to fight books?
Give me
How do you fight books?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage. Because you
First
recognize.
one was 3. Second one was 4, and I have +0, so 4.
4. It's a bookshelf. You could shoot it. You could shoot.
I'm gonna shoot a bookshelf.
All right, make that attack roll for me.
Okay. 5.
In trying not to hit Kerfaderk, the arrow shatters against the wall opposite him.
Right, as I kind of expected.
All right. Next up is I forgot that I wrote that there. Next up is the library itself, and so its General Grievous book starts swinging at Kerfaderk, and it's like overdue library card.
Oh, please.
That's going to be an unnatural 20 and a 15 to hit. Do those hit?
Oh yeah, they do.
All right. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage
Jesus Christ.
as you just get pelted with book after book after book.
Ah.
All right, that's it for its turn. Kerfaderk, you're up next.
I fucking I run. It's a fucking bookshelf. It can't chase us. Fuck this. I run.
All right, it tries to take an attack of opportunity as you run away.
But we didn't look at if it had a special book.
Ah, shit. Right.
Kerfaderk is still holding the book with the bust of the mage on it.
Oh yeah.
It misses its attack of opportunity against you, so you get out of the room safely.
And I'll just down one of those healing potions real quick.
All right, so roll 2d4 and add 2 to it.
Here we go. That's a 1. That's a 2 plus 2 is 4. So 14 should be my.
All right. It tastes of cherry pie.
Mm.
You know,
That was delicious. I'll cast Bardic Inspiration upon Avigard.
all
Oh
right.
wait, is the potion my bonus action? I do it.
Yeah, the potion action would be.
I don't know anything.
You have
Okay.
heat metal.
No, heat metal expired a while ago.
Oh fuck.
So wait, did you do heat metal or bardic
We can
inspiration?
still fuck this thing up. We can.
Yes, I just needed to heal. But I'll be right back. But in the meantime, here's some Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, great.
Anisoptera, it's your turn.
So I'm just supposed to
Okay.
grab that out of thin air. You're not gonna play me a song?
Well, he is unfortunately not in his local boat, so he doesn't have his.
Oh, I
Wish I
see.
could.
I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
for the first time.
Ooh.
And that means I make a spell attack, make a ranged spell attack on the target. So, come on, motherfucker. That is 18. I assume an 18 hits a stationary bookshelf.
And 18 does
hope-
hit a stationary
hope.
bookshelf.
I hope an 18 hits a stationary bookshelf. What kind of bookshelf?
Semi-stationary.
All right, so that's 4d6 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Seven, 8, 13 radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay. And what?
And
Oh, and
go ahead. Go ahead.
what does your spell look like? What does Guiding Bolt take the appearance of?
It's like Sacred Flame in that it's like tendrils of radiant light, but it is much faster, more of it, way more forceful, and this blast of radiant light crashes into this bookshelf, and in fact, it retains a faint glow of this radiant light, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
All right. So you quickly cast this spell as the chains glow like white hot with the residual energy, kind of like showcasing weak points in a way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And my like little narrative reason for learning the spell is that fucking hag disaster last time where we couldn't figure out where it was. If there had been a way to hit it and mark it.
Fucking
for,
bitch.
All right, our
Yes,
boys
that's all I
learning.
wanted.
All right. It is at this moment the bookshelf dislodges itself from the wall and moves 10 feet into the room. Next up is Oni, who freaks the fuck out and just wildly casts Firebolt again. Oh!
Firebolt.
And he does manage to crit.
Nice.
All right, and gets a good, like, thanks to your Sacred Flame, managed to get a huge chunk of it. It just blasted. There's just like a huge hole coming out of the right side of it. That's
Beautiful.
and yeah. All right, it's starting to look pretty tattered at this point. Avigard, it's your turn.
Yeah, okay. This tattered bookshelf. The best I can do is these damn arrows. I don't think I have much else to offer. So again we go.
And with advantage.
And with advantage. Right, because I'm inspired. Okay.
Well, advantage because of Anisoptera.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah,
of
the-
Guiding Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The
But what
inspiration.
about my inspiration?
Inspiration is if you look at your roll and you don't like it, you can roll a d6 to add to it.
Oh, I'm stupid.
It's okay.
Okay, so then I got a 10 and a 13. So that gives me 15. And then what? I can add 6?
If you think 15 isn't enough,
Yeah,
all right,
Okay.
roll that d6 if you want.
17.
17. All right, you hit it. Roll for damage, and you have sneak attack because you got advantage from Anisoptera.
I have 3d8 now that I'm level 3, right? Or is it d6?
It's 3d6 for you now.
Okay.
The d8s were from the fiery arrows that Bardo gave you.
Right. Okay. You're right.
Bardo.
Okay, so and then something else? 3d6 and something else?
3d6 plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, great. Okay, 15.
15. Okay, you go up and basically like roundhouse kick it, and as the bookshelf topples over, you can see sort of coming out of the books a sort of makeshift face, and you shoot it straight in the center, dead center, and just the cries from the bookshelf, the like library card, they cease to be. They are no more.
No last words.
Support your local library. And detached from the bookshelf, it looks like one of the chained up books has detached itself. This mechanically can act as a +1 flail, and the book is entitled Martial Attack Techniques.
Oh.
So if anyone wants a flail, you got a cool book.
Sure, I'll take it.
It's odd.
All right.
Library cards could be overdue.
I will send you the stats for that in a moment, Avigard. And remind me if I don't. But just write down that you have martial attack techniques in your whole shebang. Kerfaderk, it is at this moment you look at the book you grabbed, and on the spine is a single letter L.
Ooh.
BTTL. B, right? We have 2 T's, we have a B, and we have an L, right?
Bottle?
Stand by real quick.
Lobotomy?
Oh, what? Oh. Top.
I think we should stick with
Blatant.
One moment, please. I think... there was a mistake. There was a mistake on my part. One of the T's is not a T. You look at it more closely, and it's actually a capital I.
Oh, there was a little smudge of dirt at the bottom there.
Yeah. I'm just. Yeah, that's what it was.
So there's a B, an I, a T, and a Y. No, and an L.
I can't think of any words.
Blister.
Ooh, that's a good one. But the house does not seem to respond to your word.
We try across the hall then, the door we haven't looked in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
back to the landing above the stairs and into that next little room.
Sounds
I need a
good.
piece of paper.
Reveal yourself.
You look in, there is one door that is open, and there is one door in this little secondary hallway that is closed right here.
That's not butter, is it, at the end of the hall?
It is not Butter. It is a different cat. In fact, it is...
No, it's not. It's butter.
It's a sort of... it is an open room. It looks like there is a fluffy orange cat napping on a chair over there.
Oh my god. You know whose cat that is? Your daddy.
Shallow Vera?
Yes. It's his cat.
God.
He has
I
a
go up to
fluffy
the
orange cat.
I go up to the cat and I say, listen, kitty, do you know where your master is and possibly my dad? Shallow Vera?
Meow. It kind of like does that thing where it like gets up and does a big stretch and it kind of like looks at you. And it is like a super fluffy orange cat. And I just kind of meow.
What a cutie. Here, I pat its head and I take out Kerfaderk here. Play. You two can keep each other company.
Oh no.
I'm going to go look for Shallow Vera. Goodbye now.
I'm gonna quick finish describing the bedroom as now that you guys have walked in. It's an open and airy bedroom. There's a canopied bed with rich scarlet curtains. There is a jug and a wash basin on top of a chest of drawers. Fluffy orange cat. And there is next to there's like a tiny little bookshelf next to the cat as well. And there is a large painting of a gold dragon.
I want to check out the bookshelf.
All right.
Check out the painting.
All right, give me an investigation check, and then give me an art. There's not really an art check. Just give me a perception check, Kerfaderk.
Well, fuck me.
Okay, the investigation is 11.
All right, you find a book with the letter E.
Okay, Blite.
And mine was a 13.
It looks to be a depiction of a famous gold dragon that lives out west, that is fabled to be the secret ruler of a city there, named Greg the Dragon. Greg the Gold. That's his name. There you go. You can write that one down.
Gold.
Greg
Maybe
the
Greg the
Gold.
Gold is my dad. Either way. Blythe?
Blite.
The house does not seem to respond to the word Blythe.
Wait.
Thimble.
No response.
Brittle.
No response.
Tibula.
No response.
Can I check out the balcony or the veranda, whatever?
Certainly.
I think we should keep guessing before we do anything else.
No, I can't stop. I'm sorry. Keep going.
The door
for perception.
Sure. The door from the bedroom leads to a wrought iron balcony lined with slate flagstones. The greenery and colorful flowers are from an arboretum that you see visible below you. And there is no real sky out here, just this strange purple miasma as you are in an extra dimensional space.
Wow.
I got a little garden over here.
An extra dimensional garden.
Say, Anisoptera, maybe since you can fly, maybe you could fly a little bit out into the purple and see if you can see anyone, call for help.
Sure. Yeah, I try flying out into the miasma a little bit.
All right. You fly out, and the miasma feels sort of very oppressive and heavy. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh God, I can. I'm proficient in these. It's a 16.
Miasma.
That's a 16. Ooh, it hurts, and you there's if you stay out here for much longer, you're going to start becoming exhausted. Like there's something magical kind of like keeping this place bordered up, if that makes sense.
I think we're better off trying to guess the word. I don't think we want to go out there no more.
Fuck. Damn it, we really are trapped here. With that.
Shall we
What's the
check the
fuck
other
was
room
for?
on this level?
Okay, I just think that if the word to get in here is scepter, then the word to leave has to be at least somewhat tangentially related to that word. And the book that the word is supposedly in is The Joy of something.
Extra dimensional spaces.
Extra dimensional spaces.
Well, let's think about what a scepter is.
It's a stick
It's a stick that
with a ball
oftentimes-
on the end of it.
Yes. That rich people carry.
True.
Or important people, rich or otherwise.
Yes.
But what stops an ordinary man from owning a scepter?
That's a good question. Perhaps the fact that normally a scepter is...
That it's useless. The fact that it's useless.
But it's expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be related.
Should we check the other room on this level?
Yeah, let's do it. No, let's stay here.
Keep talking about words.
We can do this. All right.
All right, I walk in the room. Or flitter in the room, I should say.
At this point, the cat kind of leaves the room and goes downstairs.
Oh, good.
Perhaps we should go with it.
All right. Each corner...
Investigate this room a little bit.
Certainly. Each corner of this pleasant parlor has a scarlet armchair and a reading table piled high with books. There is a cheery fire burning in the fireplace and a pair of swords that sit in a rack above the fireplace. And there are heads of various wild beasts that are mounted on the walls, like a stag, a wolf, a young black dragon head, a peryton, and a hellhound.
Okay. I'm going to investigate the stacks of books.
Alrighty then.
That's a 3.
A 3, he says. None of the ones that
They're
you...
books?
What?
They're books?
They are indeed books. You find one that talks about like the glory of hunting, and one that kind of catches your eye that like maybe makes you like a little angry, which is why you stop looking, and it's about like how best to hunt Fae. So that maybe grinds your gears a bit.
I'm not making progress with these books.
What is that? How best to hunt Fae? How dare they? Who is the author?
Burn these
That's not
books.
Shalazar, is it?
Is it Shalazar? Shalovera?
It
Your
is not.
dad?
It is not Shalazar, but instead one individual named.
Named
Named. No, I'm pulling a character from my world who would do this. It is written poorly by someone named Macho Man Sandy Ravage.
Macho Man Sandy Ravage. You listen to me, Anisoptera. I am not the owner of 4 beautiful hands. I will figure out who this Macho Man is, and I will slap him with all 4 of them.
I appreciate that very much.
Of course.
In the meantime, I'm going to try and heft it over to the fire and throw it.
All right. You throw it into the fire, and it sort of passes through, and you realize the fire is an illusion.
Damn,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Macho Man is stronger than we thought.
I don't think I have any spells that are just fire. That's okay.
Oni kind of senses the room and casts Firebolt on the book, and it just erupts into actual flames, and says, I did find a book over here, and embossed on the spine is the letter Y. Because I gotta.
Why?
Blighty.
Blighty.
Bidley.
Bitly.
What'd you say, Spencer? I mean, Kerfaderk?
Bidley.
Oh, no. Never mind.
Brightly?
So what letters do you guys have at this moment?
Blitey.
There is no 2 T's. It's 1 T.
I said Blitey.
T-E-Y. Gotcha.
Right?
T-E-Y-T, because we have 2 T's.
No,
No, we don't.
The word is Beetlejuice. Go with a
No,
Y.
there's no Y in Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Jeez.
Liquid you.
Yes.
Diddly diddly do. Diddly.
Tiddly.
I'm close. I can see it in your goddamn face, Tony.
Hey, table.
Bid. Bid. It's bid something.
Bit.
Biddle. Biddle me right in the booty. Bitly.
Litty.
Biddle.
What'd you say?
Bitty.
Anisoptera? What did Anisoptera just say?
Litty.
Liddy. Hey.
Bitly. Bitelly. Oh, fuck.
Biddly. Libby. Bidly. Biddy.
Libty.
Italy. Fuck.
It.
If you guys make a wisdom check, I might give you a hint.
You might help us be less fucking
Be a
stupid.
17.
17. The first letter is L.
So it's green.
Yes.
So L is green.
L is green. Fantasy Wordle. Let's go.
Lid. And it ends with a Y.
Liberty?
As soon as you say that, Avigard, there is a sort of pulse of energy through the house. It kind of like rocks all of you. And Oni just says, "We gotta go now!" and starts running down the stairs.
All right, follow Oni.
Follow
I'm
Oni.
with him. Let's go.
You guys all quickly run down the stairs. Can I get athletics checks from everybody?
5.
Oh, fuck.
I do
Oh, no.
acrobatics because I'm.
Certainly you can.
Okay, thanks.
Don't leave me
7.
behind.
That's a
7?
dirty 20.
Yeah.
All right, Anisoptera, you are the first one out, followed quickly by Oni. The door then immediately shuts behind the two of them.
Cool.
Wait, it's just you. Wait, we're stuck in here, aren't we, Avigard?
Yeah, no, we're stuck. Yeah, we're stuck in here.
Wait, say it again.
We are stuck in here.
Liberty.
You say liberty, and there's another pulse, and the door is open. Fuck. Oh, that was good. So you guys make your way out. You were back in Oni's dorm room. Oh my god. You guys make it out of Oni's dorm room, and he kind of like quickly goes in, like just shakes aggressively all of your hands. He's like, "Thank you guys so much. I don't know what would have happened if you guys hadn't shown up."
My hand, it's revealed that I'm actually using a fake hand.
He pulls it out. That's not fair, man.
Well, Oni, that was a wonderful adventure that we had with you.
If there's
And even
anything
though-
I can do,
Well, now you mention that, we're working on a puzzle box. You think you could take a look?
sure. Give
I can't
me.
believe we waited until now to do this.
And this is sort of just between us, just within the fuckless four, like, you know, we're not trying to stir up any trouble. Or,
Sure, sure. And he picks it up and he's like, This is from the talent show, right? This is the.
While they're in the midst of this conversation, I'm gonna pull the dove that I stole from him during the talent show out and kind of hide it in his room.
Okay, but you're still gonna hold on to his love letter.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And he's like, okay, give me like an hour, and let me see what I can do.
Oh, no. All right, but we're not going to leave you alone. Because we
Oh no! Please don't. We're a team now, right? You guys are gonna help me get my mare laid.
We are.
Marmalade.
Dedicate
Get
everything we
my
have.
marmalade?
Is that Marmalade? Is that her name?
No, that's not her name.
Oh.
All right. He
Why'd
has.
you say it then?
I didn't. Y'all were weirdly religious about getting laid, and the context of it. I didn't want to put anything on you guys, but you know. So he mechanically he's going to have advantage on his check. Is there any way anyone else would like to help him, or are you just gonna let Oni do his magic? No pun intended.
Got nothing.
I
If he needs
massage
to-
his shoulders with 2 fake hands.
You gotta take one of these.
Thank you, Kerfaderk.
I'm right there, ready. If there's any like really minute movement, I'm there to, you know.
Roger that.
Oh, and I'll give him some bardic inspiration.
All right, and that is a D6, yes?
Yes.
All right, and how do you inspire him? You don't have to play a song or nothing, but like, is it the spooky
you
ant?
do.
Basically, he's like, if I don't do the longer it takes me to do this, the longer they're on me.
No, I do this. I hold up my sleeves, and then slowly I pull out my hands, and the fingers move, but then they fall, and my real hands come through the sleeve.
Whoa.
Man, I got to learn how you did that for my magic act. You'd think as a budding wizard, I'd actually be good at this stuff, but close-up magic is difficult. So after about an hour, he manages to get the other side of the puzzle box to descend as well. And he's like, I think I got this. If you guys, I mean, and stay with me, but I'm just saying, like, if you give me like an hour and like another like day or so, I might be able to open this.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Well, hell.
We just hang out while you do it.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Well, while you do that, meanwhile, I'd like to go down to Shalafax, and I'd like to ask him a single question. Shalafax,
Yes.
we found your boy, Well, I won't get into it. Do you know of the whereabouts of any macho man who seems to hate the Fae?
The Sandy Rabbit?
What?
The fucking elbow drop, the kingpin, fucking Macho Man Sandy Rabbit?
Never mind.
The cream of the crop.
This guy's a bunch of bullshit.
Hopefully I'm not an important NPC. So what's going to happen now is we're going to fast forward basically and engage in downtime for the rest of the episode. So unfortunately, Oni was a little wrong. It's going to take him more than an hour, but it's one of those things where like he keeps dismantling the puzzle, and just as it's about there, it'll like reset itself, and he's like, okay, I can do this. Like it's just mechanically, it's just going to take him a few days. So you guys have about 3 days of downtime. I assume each of you will spend a day with him. So we'll go in order. We'll start with Avigard. Avigard, what do you do sort of with your time off?
Oh God. Well, at some point, I'm going to reinsert this love letter into Oni's life secretly and mysteriously. Aside from that, I need to rest, obviously.
Oh yeah, and you guys will all get the benefits of a long rest and all that jazz.
I don't know what I have to do. I have these new attack techniques, so maybe I'll study them.
All right. Oh. So you managed to read the book and become proficient in flails. So the flail is for you as a rogue. Here's what I'm going to say. You can use the flail. It won't give you sneak attack because it's not a finesse weapon. Okay. But it is a +1. And what's your dexterity?
+2, 14.
+2. Okay, so for you it will be a +5 to hit, and then it'll be 1d8 +3 for damage. So like it's really good if someone's up in your face and you gotta like quickly hit somebody, but unfortunately
you gotta text me this.
I will send that all to you. Don't worry. It probably won't come up for the rest of the episode. I will say probably at one point or another you receive a communique from one person with a name. Or you'd think I'd have their name.
Marmalade?
Not Marmalade. Where the fuck? There it is. You receive a communique from Carmitho, the blacksmith.
Right.
And he kind of like, it's something simple. It seems like he's sent it to maybe like a fence, you know? And as you're rolling in gold right now, so like you're maybe like spending a bit more.
It's an intimidation thing that's happening.
Mm-hmm. And so one of the fence slips you a letter from Carmitho, and it's like, hey, I haven't seen you in days. We need to talk.
All right. I have no response to him, obviously.
All right. Noted. So you carry on. We are going to then pivot over to our dear friend Kerfaderk. Kerfaderk, what do you do with your time off? You got about 2 days.
This time, I have acquired a disguise. Not an expensive disguise, but rather a robe and cap. And maybe a few fake, a few pieces of fruit that I've chewed up and put on my face to look like sort of blemishes. And I've been parading around town, asking around to see if anybody knows where I might find this macho man.
Right.
And do I find his whereabouts? Because I would very much like to speak with him.
I would say make a deception check with advantage. With your disguise.
Of course. Just give me one moment. Deception. Perfect. With advantage. Okay. And then that's gonna be 22.
22. So you find out quite a bit from around town. The Macho Man Sandy Ravage used to be a part of the Verdant Tooth, which are the people who kind of live outside the city, this sort of like mercenary group. Here, hold on, let me take you all back to the map so you can see what I'm talking about. Basically, they're like a collection of bounty hunters and just monster hunters in general. And it leads you there, and with some what's the word I'm looking? With some investigation, you're able to discern that he died about a few years ago trying to find the treasure, or at least people assume he's dead because no one's heard from him in like 2 years. But give me a perception check while you're up at the Verdant Tooth.
Of course. Hold on. 13 plus my perception, which would be 16.
16. At one point, you're kind of like skulking around and like listening in on conversations, and you hear that there's like a herdsman who kind of makes his way into the camp and is just a hooting and a hollering, and he's like, I don't tell you, Jedediah is one of them there lycanthropes. He's just going around, the livestock is missing and is being eaten and torn to shreds, and I done seen him turn into one of them wolves, I just say. And then like this dragonborn kind of like picks him up by his absurdly long like beard and is like, get out of here, you fool. He's like, I done told you that stupid son of a bitch, he's gonna bring ruin to all the herds this side of the, what did I name the river? Because it ain't the Mississippi, it's the the river, this side of the river of wrath.
Well, I'd like to go up to the man real quick and grab him by the lapels and say, what are you talking about? Who are you? Speak more on this subject.
Well, I'm just old man Jenkins, and I'm just a concerned citizen. I tell you, that Jedediah, that good for nothing, he claims to be a shepherd, but he is a wolf in sheep's clothing, eating all the other livestock so that his sheep are worth more.
Jedediah who?
We don't have last names.
Okay, where can I find this wolf hiding in sheepskin?
Oh, he often herds up down the east road a ways. You can't miss him. He's ugly. And he's a dwarf, one of them good for nothing short folk just walking around, and I swear you can tell that he is a werewolf because he don't wear no shirt, never, even when it's snowing up here in the mountains, because that warm wolf blood is keeping him toasty and clean.
All right, I set him down.
Cool.
I guess I'll look for this wolf man, but but if you hear any word of the Macho Randy, Macho Man Sandy, if you hear any word of a Macho Man, you tell me.
Oh, I'll be the first. What is your name?
My name is Kerfaderk.
Oh, you're a bastard, you know that? I will be sure to remember it, Kerfaderk.
Kerfaderk.
Find a bitch. All right, sure thing.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right. I'll be on the lookout for this wolf, sheep, man, bear, werewolf.
Alrighty then. And we will then, for the last bit of downtime, tune in on our friend Anisoptera. What are you doing with your time off?
I want to understand exactly what this situation is with his girlfriend and her family and his family, and what we can do to make it happen.
I'm gonna say, give me a perception check. Not a perception, a persuasion check to try and like goad it out of him.
Oh God, persuasion. It's a 6.
It's a 6. I will give you advantage actually because I assume you're going to be staying with him the longest.
Yeah, like this is like the day he's working on the puzzle. I'm like,
You're not letting him get out of it. No.
No, I'm doing my best. That's a 5.
He's very close-lipped about it, and the only thing you're able to get out of him is her name, Wendy.
Marmalade.
Like, it's one of those things where he's like, I'm not going to talk about Wendy. Son of a... Let me focus on the puzzle.
Okay. Then on a day that someone else is sitting with him, I am going to go see what I can find about this Wendy and her situation.
Sure. I think, give me an investigation check or a persuasion check. Either you're talking to people or you're looking stuff up.
Well, seeing as the options are +1 or +0, one feels like +1 is there a school in this town? Or any kind of school?
There is there's the magic school, and then there is sort of like, in the old district, there's like a regular person school.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a yearbook or something, investigate
Sure.
records. I don't know. I'm not,
Yeah.
investigation.
You're not creepy. You're just
No, it's a nat 20.
girl.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Okay. Damn, your nat 20s always come at very interesting times. Okay. You start pouring through these books, and with your compound eyes, you're able to have like 4 open at a time as you're just kind of like looking through them. And like, there are a few Wendy's you come across that for sure don't fit the bill. One of them is they all would have been like too old, gather from like how he talks about her. But the strange thing you notice is in one image, and like, so one sort of drawing, as they don't do photos, you see it's talking about when Oni was very young. Like, you find one of his yearbooks, and it's like the royal family visits the school, and it has the names of the royal family, and you have Lord Floron Flakefall, Lady Wary Flakefall, Fluter Flakefall, Flugum Flakefall, and then the last one kind of strikes you as a little interesting, Gwendolyn Flakefall, and sort of in quotations is Gwendolyn Wendy Flakefall.
And this is local royalty? Like
Local royalty. Yeah, they're not kings and
nobility.
Yeah, they are a duchy. They're the duke of the area.
They're a duchy.
A duchy, thank you. What did I say?
Duke?
A dookie? They are a dookie. They are dumb dookie. They don't. I couldn't get out of Jedediah. That's all.
So have I spent all my time doing just these things?
I would say with a nat 20 that you probably still have about like a day to like half a day left.
Sweet. I want to. Is there? Let me see if there's a name of it. So, can I see if I can figure out? I don't know. Just want to tease out the situation a little more.
Sure thing. Do you want to like maybe like they have court once a day where like people can come and air their grievances and like people can come and sit in. Is that something you'd like to do, or?
That's better than trying to find her, right?
I mean, you can try to find her if you'd like.
Find her. We need to get Oni fucked.
I do. I want to try and find her.
All right. Can you give me another investigation check?
Yes. You sure I can't? No. Well.
You sure I can't? What? What? Because if you have like a certain way you'd like to go about it that plays to your skills, I'm down.
See, my question is, not really a spell that's helpful, but if I did the tracking thing earlier. Maybe there's a way to like, again, I don't want to be like following her, but Figure
But you
out
wanna-
where they live.
But you want to follow her.
Yeah, I want to figure out where they live and like see if there's not some way I can talk to her. Because obviously, like I would do this with Oni's permission, except that he,
He's not. He's being a bit
Right.
close-lipped about it. I
Yeah.
will say, let's start with a perception check as you're just flying around the city trying to locate her first. Let's start with that,
okay.
or
And
any
just even,
indication
like,
of her.
Yeah, where the royal house is,
Well, the royal house is up on the hill. It's White Crest.
White Crest.
Yes, it's that little. If you look on the map, it's that little cordoned off area off to the west.
Okay, then I want to go to White Crest and kind of not loiter, but essentially loiter, and see if I can't identify something more about how to find her, or even just like more about the situation, just like the family. Obviously she's royal and he's not, and so there's your problem. But if it's
All right, then I want
I want to listen at the servant quarters and see if there's
cool. All right, you give me a perception check, young sir.
Sweet. It's an 8.
It's an 8. I will, just because I'm really interested in this, I will give you a D10 inspiration.
Okay, this really decides my fate. That's an 8, so consider that a 16, I guess.
16, okay. You manage to flit your way about. Like, you maybe like start when they're like holding court and manage to kind of like slip out a little bit, and you're a small folk, you kind of blend in areas. And so as far as you can get without having to roll stealth, you find her. And she seems to be followed around by a half-orc woman who looks like like she's a towering half-orc woman. She wears plate mail bearing the crest of the Flakefall family. She would blend in with the other guards if it weren't for this strange addition to her armor. She has the spine of some large creature sort of like welded to her pauldrons on her shoulders. And she, like, every so often she will, like, she's walking with Wendy and will like sign to her. And Wendy will sign back. And then someone spills, like a servant spills something on Wendy, and Wendy like immediately like freezes up for a second, and like the half-orc woman puts her hand on her shoulder. She has to like really bend down because the royal family, you realize, are all dwarves. I should have said this earlier, but Wendy is a dwarf, and like so the half-orc like really has to like get down and is like, hey, it's gonna be okay. They don't say that though. They sign something, and suddenly there is a burst of wild magic that erupts from Wendy, and the servant who accidentally spilled on her turns into a potted plant, and Wendy is just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my god, what have I done? What do I do? And the half-orc woman literally just kind of shrugs, picks up the potted plant, and just starts carrying with it, and signs something along the lines of like, it's okay, let's just keep going, it's not forever. And that's as much as you're able to glean without without having to roll stealth or anything. That's just something you see in a hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna head back to the group. That's
all right.
Thank you.
You all reconvene. Roland rolls in for a moment and tries to tell you guys. He's like you debrief him on the situation. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. And you can tell he's like nervously futzing with like the weird necklace that he has, and he's like, he basically on his shift with Oni, you maybe like hear the tail end of it, and he's like, and that's a good person to talk to. And Oni's like, yeah, he's the person who knows all about weird stuff like that. You're gonna want to talk to them. And he's like, okay, all right. And so he gets the debrief and he's like, I gotta look into this some more. I'll be with you guys as soon as I can. And he heads out of the room and heads off. So you are all back with Oni, and at this point, Oni has finally managed to open the puzzle box. And he pulls it out, and he's like, it's a map. It's a map of the spine, the mountain range. But I'm not it just looks like a map to me. There's no indications of where it is.
Canada.
There's no indication of where in the mountain the treasure is. And he gives the map to whoever will take it.
Well,
Avigard, do you mind holding on since you've done such a wonderful job holding the other things?
I'd be more than happy to hold on to it. Yes.
But there's
Thank
no
you,
indication
Avigard.
of where the treasure is. It's just a map.
From the offset, it just kind of looks like a map. Yeah.
well, listen. We've been through so much already. Perhaps we should venture out into the mountains and see if we can find this treasure. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
We have something very important to do first.
Ah,
What?
We have to get our boy, Oni,
Oni.
together
Oni.
with Gwendolyn.
His
That's right.
eyes go wide. He's like, no, shush, it's a secret.
Okay, well then we'll talk real quiet, like, if that's what you prefer.
Oh, God. Hold on. And he goes over to his door and he shuts it and then it just kind of opens again. He's like, son of a bitch. And he casts Mage Hand to keep the door closed. And he's like, I'm nobody. I can't be with her, man.
Do you know this for a fact, or is this supposition from yourself?
Well, it's a little column A, a little column B. You know, I mean, we met ages ago when we were kids. Because I'm an
But you're
adult.
in love?
Well, yeah, and we still we slip each other notes sometimes, thanks to her bodyguard Lorna. But I don't know. I haven't heard from her in a while. I had a letter in my pocket. I got a letter the night of the show. I only just found it. I don't know where it was, but I haven't been able to talk to her in days, and I feel terrible.
Oni. Because of what we've been through together, and because you are one of the Feckless Four for now, I feel it. We owe you a debt. We must get you over to this woman for you two to meet and perhaps for you to leave the Feckless Four.
You guys have been such good friends. I mean, if you guys got my back, then I think it's possible. We're gonna have to try to get an audience with the royal family, though. That's the only thing.
Here's my question. I did a little looking around, trying to find just information, like, you know, to try and sort this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is she experiencing some symptoms of unusual magic? Has she spoken to you of this?
Yeah. So you guys know that when Boraval, the dragon, when it died, it like created a wound in the magic in the area, and so a lot of people have started experiencing wild magic surges. I mean, we've had a huge influx of sorcery students just in the past like year alone, and the dragon died ages ago. This problem has only gotten worse. But her family won't let her learn at the school. They have like private tutors come and stuff, but her magic is particularly crazy. It can be dangerous. That's another reason that she's like not allowed to leave the castle, basically.
Well, hell, I happen to be a master of deception. Perhaps I could create some sort of diversion. Well, they could sneak you over to speak with her at least.
Well, perhaps we need not deceive. As it happens, you know, these rifts you speak of, which, you know, we know about, that you know, thin the membrane between worlds. I come from one of those magic worlds, and some say the Feywild is the source of some of this wild magic affecting people in this plane. And so it might be something I could know a little about. And besides that, I'm a healer. So perhaps that could get us an audience and work from there.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, that's worth a shot. I'd be willing to try that.
I don't know where we go from there, but it's a way in.
Certainly, it's a step in the right direction. And you guys all he calms down a little bit, and you guys are able to share some food, break some bread, hang out, and that is where we are going to call it for tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 3. We will be back in 2 weeks on a Monday this time. Follow us on Instagram to get more information. Episode 2 of the VOD is going to be going up tomorrow on YouTube. And then this VOD should stick around for a little bit on Twitch before we pass it on over to YouTube as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our artist, as you can see, Roland right there. That is done by our resident artist, Cronus the Doodler, on Instagram. He's awesome. He's done all the art for the show so far. I'd like to thank Spencer. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. Who does all the music, all the music you've heard, that's all coming from him. Check him out on SoundCloud, literally just as Spencer Lackey, right?
I think so.
Cool.
I don't know.
If you are a big theater fan, feel free to check out the Unstaged podcast, hosted and created by our very own Jenna Van Wielden over here. And then if you know anything about the intricacies of property rights and property law in New York, feel free to hit Isaac up as he's looking for a place in New York.
Don't just feel free, please.
Please, we need your assistance.
Advice.
But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much, and I will be back on Friday playing some Knights of the Old Republic. So I shall catch you all later. Please stick around for the raid. See you guys soon.